Google have recently announced updates for Flutter and Dart.
Flutter has actually become the most popular cross-platform framework in the world, according to a recent survey.
And today we're going to talk about 5 new things in the Flutter ecosystem.
The transition to Flutter has given us opportunities to reduce the size of our app and has helped with consistency by giving us a single code base. Connected experiences allow us to go beyond the physical realm of what's in the park.
This is the 3rd I.O. in a row I've talked about Flutter and WebAssembly. When you compile the WebAssembly, we cut it in less than half.
But the question is, why don't they use this incredible technology in their own websites? First, let's talk about some of the key highlights of Google I/O event with respect to Flutter and Dart. In general, they did 5 announcements, and we will have a look at them one by one. Impeller is now default renderer on Android platform. Nothing exciting because it was already default on iOS previously. But the fact that it improves the rendering time, it can handle the shader properly, and this renderer is designed for modern GPUs. But still, this is not very exciting because Flutter is known for its performance and optimization. So yeah, this is good to have. Now you will be able to render on Impeller rendering engine inside Android as well. Of course, with Flutter 3.22. Now that's something interesting to look at. A couple of months back, Flutter has announced Global Gaming Challenge. And interestingly, I also took part in it. I didn't submit my application there, but yeah, I tried the Flame engine. I tried to run the application. I tried to create a simple game out of it. And it was really fun once you understand, all the life cycle of rendering, the collision detection. It's a fun thing, and as a Flutter developer, you're not limited to just mobile platforms and web application. You can even build cool games with it, so that's really outstanding. And they have also announced the winners of it, which if you look at the games, it looks like it's developed in some native platform. These arcade games are really nice, so you can do that with Flutter. Big thumbs up over there. Gemini AI needs no introduction. Google's most powerful AI tool with text-to-text, image-to-text, and chatbot feature, all in one with a single package. Now you can head over to pub.dev and install Google Generative AI package, which was recently uploaded. And of course, you need API key to work with the AI feature. So you can simply head over to this site and agree their terms and condition if you want to read that. That's a good thing. And I have just selected whatever they have asked for and generate API key. Simple as that. Now just bring that API key inside your code and you can provide any prompt now and it will give you all the responses. Amazing tech with simplicity. Now this is something Dart language has been missing from a long time, and users have been requesting this feature ever since it has been released. Basically for the to JSON, from JSON, and all the statically generated code which you have to write inside your code. Now you can make it as a package, make it as a helper. You can just turn your data class into a serializable object with the macros. Now this is going to be very interesting to see what community comes up as a package, as a utility, because this is still an experiment. So you can expect after a month or a couple of months, there's going to be a huge list of packages or utilities which you can utilize inside your project to expedite it exponentially. Now comes the part we all have been waiting for. Why don't they use Flutter on their own websites? Now, if you look at the sites flutter.dev or pub.dev, these are built in HTML, CSS, and JavaScript like a normal websites, because these websites are meant for documentation, for better searchability, and Flutter is kind of an application development tool. So you can develop web applications. For instance, Rive.app, Google Earth overlays, and Flutter Dev tool, which is running in a single site, single page, and it has a lot of feature, a lot of rendering, complex widgets. So Flutter is meant for handle that. If you have a kind of a web application, which is very trending nowadays, you see Canva application, you see CapCut, you see any tool, they have a web version of it, and it's a full-fledged application. It's not just a website to search or to read about. So those kind of application you can develop inside Flutter, and that is the reason they're not using flutter.dev, which is just a text-based reading website, because Flutter is meant for something else. So don't start comparing and don't use wrong tool for wrong purposes. That's it for this video. I hope you found this video interesting and helpful. Make sure to give it a like and subscribe the channel if you're new here. I'll see you guys in the next one.